win or go home. Two series could end. Chicago hasn't felt this much heat since 1871. Hobbled yet determined, D. Wade played through the pain as Miami inflicted loss number 3 on the Bulls. Chicago must force a Game 7 or go down in flames. It's a win or go home playoff doubleheader on TNT.
Jordan had 13 career playoff series that ended in 6 games. He only lost 3, Stan.
But, you know, Jordan's watching from a luxury suite right now as this year's Bulls try to make sure they didn't lose in 6 games. Miami had them feeling the Heat leading 3-2 as the series went back to Chicago tonight. The Heat was worried about Dwayne Wade and that hip injury. He was taking painkillers to get ready to play. But Wade, ready to go in time for tip-off. First quarter, Heat up 7. Wade leaving it for Shaq. Heat up 9. Steady dive to that for the Bulls all night long. Second quarter, Wade, alley-oop for the big fella. Still second quarter, Heat up 7. Shaq spinning and winning this time. The Bulls had no answer for it. Heat up 9. Later in the second quarter, they're up 15. Shaq does Kirk Heinrich get it out of there. Final seconds of the second quarter, Chris Duhon misses the 3. Bulls jacked up 33s. They made only 10 of them. And check out Antoine Walker. Says something to Scott Skiles. Skiles got upset, started barking back at Walker.
Skiles was always fiery when he played with the Magic.
Third quarter, Heat up 14. Ben Gordon, slow to get back. And look at Wade. My hip's all right. Heat up 16. Wade with 23 points. Still third quarter. They're up 10 now off the Wade miss. Shaq going caveman. I'll have the roast duck with the mango salsa. Heat up 12. Later in the quarter, Peyton gets into it with the Bulls bench. At least he's not arguing with Wade, as they did earlier in the season.
They hugged.
Early in the series, rather. They had some issues, but Wade able to calm things down. Fourth quarter, Heat up 13. Walker knows what to do with it. Shaq had a workout of this one. 39 minutes. He had 30 points, 20 rebounds. And they're going to win the game and the series 113-96. Shaq with his 10th career 30-20 game. Second oldest player in postseason history with a 30-point, 20-rebound game. Who else? I'm up. Charles Barkley, the oldest.
Say Moses Malone.
No, Charles Barkley. The Bulls out-rebounded in this game 51-34 thanks to Shaq and Udonis Haslem, who combined for 34. Now, they call him the Diesel. They once called him Shaq Daddy, and his post-game comments all about the paternal bond.
Before we get started, I would like to send my condolences out to the great Tiger Woods on the passing of his father. Tiger Woods said something that was very, very important that all little kids should listen to. He said his father was his hero and his role model. And I feel the same way. My father has been the remote control of my game all my life. And he gave me a call this morning. He told me, try a little bit of finesse. You know, the power game wasn't working. I was getting in foul trouble. My elbows was up too high. So he just told me to do something different. And I did that today. I stayed out of foul trouble, and I was able to be loose. So if you have, you know, little boys, if you're having problems with your fathers, don't have a problem with your father. Fathers should be your role models and your best friend like mine is. I love you, Butcher. Thanks for the advice.
Shaquille absolutely dominated play with, you know, his scoring, his rebounding. He must have made at least 8 or 9 or 10 passes, you know, after the dribble to shooters and stuff. So we had great balance and I think great motivation and wanted to just finish this and move on. So, you know, from that standpoint, you know, we did a great job. You know, I'm just happy that we're moving on to Monday.
Well, here's the deal. If Shaq stays out of foul trouble, his opponent is in big trouble. The previous 3 games, he had 3 fouls by halftime, limited minutes in the second half. And with Shaq out of foul trouble, we averaged 37 minutes, 26 points per game, and 14 boards. While Shaq in foul trouble, we averaged just 13 and 7. Big difference there. So now, the Heat win the series, make some history doing it, winning their first ever playoff game in Chicago after 9 straight losses. Dwayne Wade's from Chicago, glad to get the victory there. Shaq's teams continue to dominate in first-round series, now 12-1 in the first round, with the 1994's Pacers sweep over Shaq's Magic, the only blemish. And Pat Riley moves on to the second round for just his 3rd time in 7 tries as Heat head coach. He was 11-0 in first-round series in L.A. and New York.